When you're live, anything could go wrong.
Cap, a little cork here.
One false move and your entire performance could be replayed to millions of viewers for all the wrong reasons.
Ah! Oh my god!
The thought of something going horribly wrong didn't scare away these two creators though, Steve Pemberton and Reece Shearsmith, writers and actors of a current television series called Inside No.9. These two creators thrive on experimenting with the limitations they create, every episode with a different story and usually presented in a different way. So it's not surprising that they didn't turn down the challenge when the BBC suggested they make a live episode during the month of Halloween. However, creating a live episode was never going to be that simple for Reece and Steve. Not because they'd have trouble performing live, their whole history in performing began and still continues on stage. The real problem is coming up with a story that can exploit the idea of being live. Something that would only work if you tuned in on the very night the episode aired. I think it's safe to say the most obvious answer to this would be to fool the audience into thinking that something went horribly wrong. But how could one pull such an elaborate stunt in an era where all information is leaked to the internet before plotlines and twists are even displayed on screen? If something like this were to succeed, they had to be careful.
Yeah. How nervous are you about this? It's the first time you've done anything like this.
It is, yeah. I mean, we always like to push ourselves with the stories that we tell with No.9, so we thought this would be a particularly scary thing to attempt.
It was a bet. Essentially, the BBC said to us,
yeah,
why don't you do a live episode? And if someone puts that challenge to you, you think, we've got to go for it.
They announced to the world a live episode of Inside No.9 to be aired on October 28th, 2018. It would be their Halloween special. They added a synopsis to give out clues as to what the episode was about. When Arthur Flitwick finds an old mobile phone in his local graveyard, he makes the mistake of trying to contact the owner. But some mysteries are best left unsolved. This was spread across several media articles and platforms, all building up to the big moment. But this wasn't the only time Inside No.9 appeared in the press about its live episode.
Are you believers in ghosts? Are you very much kind of open to believing that there is something out there?
No.
A UK media outlet called The Sun posted an article discussing a rumour about Steve and Reece abandoning Granada Studios due to having paranormal experiences. According to the article, Granada Studios is where Steve and Reece had planned to film the live episode, but apparently both have been experiencing strange activity on set. It's interesting that this rumour came out because it wasn't the only time people have experienced paranormal activity at this particular studio. Going back on its history, Granada Studios was built during the 1950s and was mainly used to film a popular UK soap opera called Coronation Street. Several of the actors and actresses have claimed to have experienced strange activity around this set. It's happened so many times that a TV ghost hunting show called Most Haunted decided to investigate the studio for one of their episodes. Upon investigating, they discovered that an old Victorian church was built nearby and was said to have buried over 22,000 bodies, meaning the graveyard definitely spread across the land all the way to Granada Studios. So beneath this set are most likely thousands of bodies, long and forgotten. And this is Most Haunted's reasoning as to why people are experiencing strange activity at this particular studio. A few years later, Coronation Street stopped filming at Granada Studios and moved to Media City, but the paranormal experiences for Granada still haven't stopped there. A Coronation Street tour opened up during 2014, where people could pay to explore the old abandoned set. But a few articles began popping up with stories of tour guides claiming to see visions of children and women dressed in Victorian clothing. It got to the point where the studio hired an exorcist to try and put a stop to all this strange activity.
I am not a threat. I am here as a messenger. All I do is carry a message. You have to leave this site.
Some have theorised the studio is cursed with the amount of bad luck it's received over its run. One of the main events of this is having Bobby Davro fall flat on his face after a prop malfunction.
Come on,
So, you're going to film a live episode 3 days before Halloween at an abandoned studio that is potentially built on a Victorian graveyard that's also had a long history of paranormal activity. What could possibly go wrong?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
It's Halloween week here on BBC Two.
Looking forward to this live episode of Inside No.9. Been looking forward to Inside No.9 Live. Almost time. Inside No.9 Live starts very soon and I'm very excited.
Hello, can you hear me?
Anybody else lose the sound on Inside No.9? Or just me? Oh no, the sound went on Inside No.9! A live broadcast of Inside No.9 and it's gone tits up.
I was able to perform the service myself.
Oh well, hopefully didn't miss any important plot details.
I hope I'm not interrupting your evening. I've told the Reverend to get a man in.
Afraid I have some rather upsetting news.
I'm very sorry, but as you can hear, we're having a few problems at the moment with the sound.
Inside No.9 complete disaster. What a mess. Well, Inside No.9 isn't going well.
We hope to rectify that for you in just a few moments.
Dropped my essay to watch Inside No.9 and then BBC Two said there are some problems with the clip. It's all going horribly wrong. The announcer comes on one final time to officially cancel the live episode and says that it'll be aired at a later date. In the meantime, BBC Two will be rerunning one of their older episodes, A Quiet Night In.
Sit back and enjoy A Quiet Night In.
20% of their audience reportedly tuned out after this announcement. People on Twitter are devastated, either criticising BBC or feeling apologetic to Reese and Steve. All their hard work squandered by technical issues. It didn't occur that they might be missing something. Two creators, well known for their twists in storytelling, appeared in a show that went horribly wrong 9 minutes into a show that's called Inside No.9. They have trouble with the sound, so the BBC decide to cancel the show and rerun one of their older episodes that doesn't have any dialogue. Too many coincidences. We're still watching the live episode.
Well, as you can see, we are continuing to have difficulties with Inside No.9 tonight.
Bloody knew it. Holy f***, Inside No.9 is f***ing brilliant. Holy f***.
Get any information about what's going on, I will of course let you know. Hello? Is someone there?
Let's put BBC Two on now.
Oh, this is BBC Two.
Are me and Steve Pemberton on BBC Two right now? Yes! As the episode progresses, the spirits at Granada Studios take over the episode and begin to tell their own story.
Steve!
You have to leave this site.
There's been an accident!
22,000 bodies.
It's something that could have only been experienced on the 28th of October, 2018.